First thing you're looking for is you're looking to see how many abandoned buildings are on a block. If there are more bandos on a block than actual rentals or occupied structures, bad idea. Unless you plan on buying the whole block and renovating the whole block together, you're just going to get a victim of all types of crackhead vandalisms. They're going to snatch all your fucking shit out immediately. The only people on that block are there because they are the local snatch outs. Do you understand? So they're just waiting for you to fix it up enough to go away for the weekend or for the week. When you come back, everything's going to be gone. So don't do that. Look for a block where you could tell there's some aunties, grandmas, people who have been there for a while and they've held on to their houses, but maybe around them has got fucked up. But you can tell that these people go to work. How can you tell? It brings you to the next part. When you identify an area or a street or maybe even a house that you like, you're going to have to start driving up and down those blocks day and night, multiple days. Don't put an offer on the house because you met the agent there on a Saturday afternoon. They're going there before you to make sure everything is right. They might have paid off the neighbors to stay in the house for a little bit. You don't know what the fuck they got going on. So you go there the first time, it's like a first date. Okay? That ain't that real person. They not going to fart at the table. They not going to do nothing. That's sketchy. Now, when you marry this motherfucker, that's when you're going to find out everything. Buying a property is the marriage. So make sure you take this property out on multiple days. That's day, that's night, that's the weekend, that's the weekday. The weekday, you might find out nobody on this block work and they pumping dope all day long. They serving dope in front of the house, down the street. You might find that out. You might find out on Saturday morning, this is a kid block. Every kid in America is outside playing. They got the hoops outside. So you know, okay, we're going to have to rent to a family. You're not going to rent to no single people on no kid block. You understand? So you got to start doing your research about this area, this street, this house before you ever put in an offer, right? Think about the amount of intel we had to do that I'm talking about. We're not even at put an offer in. We have done the intel of identifying where we got to go, the area that people telling us not to go. Then we got to start doing our research on that area. We got to figure out where the closest handy store is, hardware store. We got to figure out who the local sewer company is, who the light company is, who the electric company, the internet company, and all the other utilities that you're going to need, the gas, to actually get a renovation done, right? Because if you don't know any of these providers, when you close on this house, it's going to be hell to try to figure everything out. So no, they're not going to let you set up any accounts, but you're going to find out who's the provider in these areas. And you're now going to have a list, right? So now you know the city that you're looking at that's fitting your price point. You know the area of the city. You've got kind of an idea of how far the different things you're going to need to do the reno are. Is Home Depot on the other side of town? Where are we at with all that, right? And then now from there, you're going to start doing your research on who are and what are my utilities. Then after that, you're going to take your ass to Home Depot or one of these home improvement hardware stores, right? Because I don't get paid by any one of them, so I don't give a fuck who you use. You're going to go take your ass there, and you're going to walk up and down each aisle. You want to know why you're going to do that? I'm going to tell you why. You're going to walk up and down each aisle because you're going to find somebody that looks like your goddamn uncle or Uncle Earl with the half cigarette hanging out his mouth, pants kind of falling down. You know what I'm talking about. Like my wonderful father, Mr. Smith. Somebody like Mr. Smith is going to go ahead and see you walking up and down. They're going to say you need help. And they're not going to work for Home Depot. Of course not. But what you're going to do is say, yeah, I'm renovating this house. I'm looking for people. And you're going to start collecting different handyman's numbers in the different hardware stores, like how you would collect women or men's numbers at the goddamn club. That's now your new club. You hear me? The fucking home improvement store is your new club when you renovating a Bando. Do you hear me? And your fly ass outfit is some boots and some jeans with some paint stains and rips and a flannel shirt. That's your fly ass renovation outfit for Club Bando. Okay? So get your shit together. So if you don't have that on, I don't know if you're doing a photo shoot for the DIY. Is that how you say it? Do it yourself, DIY, or if you really getting into it. Because if there ain't paint freckles and plaster and stuff in your hair and in your beard, and you haven't eaten a fucking handheld something with dirty ass hands, then I'm not really sure if you was doing a Bando reno. Because even after you wash your hands in a Bando reno, they not 100% clean, baby. But that's not dirt. That's money. Just remember that. So now you've done all this research. You've collected numbers from all the different handymen that you found. Because some of them are going to be bullshit. Some of them are going to be bullshit. And some of them are going to be bullshit. But you're going to find out that one good or two good that you can call no matter what. Right? Because that same person that you finally cycle through and find as a good quote unquote handyman is going to be the same person that you can go ahead and double down and quote unquote call him your property manager, her your property manager, right? Because you're going to build up this rapport. This person's going to put that sweat, equity, that love, and that care showing up every weekend, every time with you when you get a break to help build this house, right? They're going to appreciate you. That's going to help them put a couple extra dollars in their pocket and make some ends meet a little bit better. They're going to stick with you. So when it's time for, hey, can you make sure that driveway got shoveled? Hey, can you make sure this, that, and the third? Oh, I wasn't able to get down there this weekend. You know somebody that clean houses for my Airbnb? Any of that type shit. That's going to be how you build that local on-the-ground network, right? Now, you're going to have to buy some lunch. You're going to have to work on a couple under the sinks with somebody. You're going to have to listen to some bullshit stories. You might have to smell somebody badass breath. But that person that's willing to show you everything they doing and teach you along with as you renovating this Bando, because you got to do it, right? I guess I didn't realize I had to say that. If you are renovating a Bando, right, you got to get your fucking hands dirty. Because if you think you're just going to throw money at this, people going to take advantage of you. They're going to fucking juice your ass. They're going to juice your budget and they're going to run and you ain't going to have nothing done. So I should have said this from the rip. I'm sorry. Get your fucking hands dirty. If you got somebody doing the work, you need to be right there next to them learning how to do it, because you don't need to be calling them every time. The goal is to call them once, learn, get it to another step. So next time you call them, you calling them halfway done. Hey man, I saw what you did last time. I got it to this point, but I ain't quite know how to get this last part. That's how you get the price down. You're not always calling them from the dry start or the dry stop. Oh man, my toilet, I don't know what's happening, or this, I don't know what's happening. Get up underneath there. Hey man, I just did this and the third. I'm at Home Depot. I'm getting the kit. Da-da-da. You see what I'm saying? You let them know that you're not just looking down at them like, oh yeah, I'm just here to make some money. I'm a landlord now. You fix my shit. That's not the game. You are trying to become part of this community. You're trying to become part of this ecosystem in another town. It's just like going out of town to sell dope. You have to become cool with the people that are ready, plugged the fuck in, or else you will get ran out of town. No difference in real estate. That's where I fucked up in Cincinnati. So now you've spoken to staff. You've gotten kind of prices on, materials. You've gotten a couple different numbers. You starting to get your feet wet a little bit. You've gone out for a burger and a beer. You figured out the city a little bit. Now and only now is it time for you to go and find an agent, right? I suggest your first time out of town, you work with an agent. That's what I did. I ain't got no shame in it. Work with an agent, right? And now when you're looking for an agent, do not find the agent that sells houses to all the athletes in the city. They not going to want to fuck with you on no goddamn Bando. You're going to have to find somebody that either specializes in that or is hungry where they want that $500,000 commission check, $2,000 commission check. They've never gotten a $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 commission check from selling a $5 million house. That's not where they're at. So they're going to put that effort and that dog into it like if it was a $5 million house, because they got to pay their rent at the end of the month. So this, you closing once a month, I had to learn this. It was to the point where I was closing once a month on multiple deals. I realized I was paying my agents rent. It was going for like a year. I was paying the rent. I'm not thinking about it like that until I stopped there. Oh man, you not buying no house this month? I see you slow down. You slow. They're saying it in little ways, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, why the fuck do you care? Oh, because in your mind, I was already built in. He gonna buy the house a month, every month. That's my commission check, is my rent, everything else. Now I'm moving forward, baby. We got motion. And so when you understand that, and you understand where you fit in the pecking order and the ecosystem, you can make better decisions. So find yourself an agent that is going to be, once again, a partner with you, right? They're not looking down at the price point of what you're looking at. They're not looking at these houses turned up nose. They've done this before. They've seen an investor take the worst house on the block, make it livable, get all the permits, go through the whole scenario and circumstance, and come out on the other end with a cash producing property. Okay? Because that's what this is about. It's about cash producing properties.